Okay, welcome back, everybody. It's Frank Calabro Jr. Going to be doing another video here today. This is going to be a very important video in the sponsoring series. And according to my notes here, I'm looking at my notes here, I got to make about 7 more videos, and those videos will be going into this section, this sponsoring section over here in this Google Millionaire site. You got to click on right here. You go to Map Sponsoring. I've got solo ad training in here, the grenade method, images and text ads. There's going to be probably 2 more tabs in this folder. You'll see this as time goes on, but I've got about 7 more videos I need to make to complete this sponsoring section, okay? So just come over here and to update yourself and to get all this training that I put into place here. And I'll try and get this done as quickly as possible, guys. I've got a lot to do, and this is not the only thing that I do, guys. This is not even close to being all that I do. I've got a lot of stuff to do. But let's talk about this particular video. This is going to be important, guys. Take very good notes. Some of this stuff is going to be critical. I know I'm going to go kind of fast, but you can pause the video, definitely take good notes, and apply what I'm going to teach you. I'm going to show you guys some things that are going to help you out big time on the internet, especially for your long-term success. This stuff is critical. It's absolutely critical to your success. Now, you guys probably heard me talk about the Big Five before. And the Big Five, it increases your online footprint. You have got to be on these sites. It's not an option whatsoever, okay? Facebook, Pinterest, Google+, LinkedIn, and Twitter, okay? You've got to be on the Big Five. Also, YouTube, I count that in with the Big Five. It's actually 6, I guess, but you got to be on YouTube also. And this is your social media platform, okay? Everything you do online is connected to these sites. Your online presence is connected to these sites. If you have a website or a blog, which you definitely should have, but if you don't have, eventually you're going to have that, and you're going to connect all of that to this virtual real estate, okay? This is your online footprint. This is your presence on the internet, on the search engines. Now, the reason we want to be on these is because these are also a list. It's the same thing as your email list, Facebook, Pinterest, Google+, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube. It's the same thing as your email list. There's no difference between this and your email list. Most people don't teach this stuff, guys. I don't know why. Maybe they don't know it. I never heard any of the gurus talk about this stuff ever. I had to figure all this out on my own. But anyway, what we're doing here is we're building a community on each one of these social media platforms, okay? Each one of these is a list. Each one of these is a community. And what this does is it dramatically increases your distribution. You have got access to the whole world, guys. You can build up massive, and I do mean massive distribution. Tens of thousands of people, potentially hundreds of thousands of people you could reach just through these social media outlets. Okay? You could reach millions, but I don't think you're going to build up your accounts that high. But, tens of thousands is very realistic. Reaching tens of thousands of people is very realistic for even the average person. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through our social media sites, and I'm going to point out some very important things, guys. Pay very close attention to this. Now, here's the first thing. Okay, here I am on one of my Facebook accounts. Listen, I got like 6 Facebook accounts. You don't need 6. You only need 1, okay? You can't get away with the stuff that we used to be able to get away with, like 4 years ago on the internet. So, I've got multiple accounts of everything probably. I know I do, as a matter of fact. I've got like 35 YouTube channels. You only need 1 YouTube channel. You don't need 35. But the point I'm trying to make is, look at my profile here. Okay, first of all, have a photograph up here, okay? Do not leave this blank, okay? And I don't care what you put up here. We'll get into this in more detail in another video. We'll have to do a couple of trainings just on Facebook because there's so much to Facebook that there's no way we could do it all in one video. There's a lot to cover in Facebook alone. But I'm just talking about basic profile setup, okay? Definitely put an image up here. Put whatever you want, guys, okay? Just make sure it's kind of cool, kind of unique, kind of like brand yourself and stand out from everybody else. You don't want to have something that everybody else has, that kind of deal. And the continuity is, I've got a lot of my sites, I use the same image. I'll show you that in a moment. Now, your photograph is critical, guys. It's important. I basically use two photographs. I use black and white photographs, and I do that for a couple reasons. Number one, it brands myself because I want people to recognize me from site to site. That's the same thing. You don't want to have different photographs of yourself on all your profiles, like 5 different profiles for the big 5, and people may or may not recognize you. You want people to recognize you, so that's why you pretty much want to use the same photograph, okay? Try and keep it, like a headshot, where people can see you, that kind of deal. You want to stay away from crazy things. What I mean by crazy things, I want to keep this short, guys. I don't want to get into this in too much detail. I'll start going off on another direction. Just keep your profile, a photograph that people can easily recognize you, okay, from site to site. And I pretty much use this one. Where's the other one that I normally use? There's another one I use. Yeah, I use this one. This one's a little bit different. But people can, yeah, here it is. People can recognize, is that the same photograph? Yeah, that was taken at the bar. I was in a bar business. This photograph, okay, this was taken at the house. Okay, yeah. So, like, I usually use this photograph or this photograph. They're both similar. They're black and white. People can see my mug, that kind of deal. And it's easy to recognize. You want people to recognize you from place to place. The worst thing you want to do is have no photograph of yourself. Guys, nobody's going to join you. Nobody's going to sign up with you. If you don't have a photograph, even on your Google Plus website, if you don't have a photograph, most of you guys don't have a photograph here. Not most of you. A lot of you don't, okay? People are not going to join you guys. I'm telling you, you got to have a photograph on all your stuff. Okay, back to Facebook. I'm going to get off subject. I'm trying to stay on track here. Now, what you post on your Facebook page, has got a lot to do with how many signups you're going to get. And we'll leave that for another class, okay, that kind of deal. But, let's go into the About page because this is what I really want to show you. This is critical. This is very important in your setting up your profiles, okay? Fill out your About page, and you want to get it as complete as possible, okay? If you're worried about your intimate, details, you can leave some stuff out. You don't have to tell people all your business, that kind of deal. I don't care, guys. I used to be a privacy freak. Now I could care less. I throw everything out there. I don't care. My address, my phone number, I don't care. I just don't care. But if you want to protect some of that stuff for identity reasons, that's fine, guys. I understand that. There's ways around this kind of stuff. But here's some things that are critical. You got to have something in your contact information. Now, if you don't want to have your phone number, like I throw my phone number out there, what you guys can do is you can get like a Google Voice, you know what I mean? And then have that forward to your real phone number so you can protect your real phone number, the identity of your real phone number. So there's ways around that kind of stuff, but you definitely want to have a contact phone number. Very important. Your address, you don't have to put your city. You can just put your state or whatever. You can put some of your social medias. For website, always put a landing page. Always put a landing page. And then here's one of my websites, one of my blogs, okay? And then my email contact, I got a couple other extra emails. But definitely have information in contact because people are going to want to contact you, and you got to give them information to contact you. Okay. I got my basic information in here, where I'm from, that kind of thing, my work and education background. You can edit this stuff, but just make sure your profile is complete, guys, okay? Very important. And if you noticed, I'm going to go over to my fan page. You definitely want to build a fan page. And it's the same as this. It's the same background, same photograph, that kind of deal. And, my About page, I think, is pretty much similar. Let me look. I've got a little bit more content in here. Email address, website, personal information, my interest, that kind of thing. Make sure your profiles are complete because people will come in here and they will read about you. They will want to learn about you and that kind of deal. Okay. Let's go back over. But the main thing is that your profile, you got your photograph, people that easy recognize. You got your header, and you've got your About information. Your profile is complete. This is critical. Critical. Okay, let's just leave it at that for now. Let's go over to Google+. Same thing, guys. Make sure you have a photograph. Make sure you fill out your information in here, okay? We'll get into more of this stuff detailed. Make sure you have a cover. Okay, you can use generic covers. That's what I got in here, a generic cover. I just picked one. They've got covers in here for you. Just pick something, or you can upload something, but have something. Something is better than nothing, guys, okay? People don't want to see a blank profile. You know, you guys ask why I got so many signups. Well, a big reason why I get so many signups is because my profiles are complete in all my social media sites. Excuse me. Okay, where else am I? Okay, let me point out something very important here. Very important. Right here where it says the About. Click on that tab. Now, this is critical. Make sure you have got this filled out. Your story, okay? Your introduction. This is about yourself. A couple sentences, a paragraph, okay? Your work experience, you know, your education, your employment experience, your basic information. Fill all of this out, guys. Very important. This has got to be complete. People are going to read this, guys. Here's the most critical point right here. Links, okay? Now, you can put your YouTube channel in here, your Pinterest, your LinkedIn, your Twitter, your Facebook, and your YouTube channel. It's all right there, accessible to your visitors. There's your blog, okay? You can put a blog if you got your blog in there. And then you got contact information once again. Make sure these profiles are complete, guys. Complete. Put your contact information in there. You know, you can put your Skype in there if you want. You know, your phone number is optional. If you don't use your real phone number, have a forwarding phone number. Okay. Now your links. Where do you want people to go? You always send people to a landing page. Always send people to a landing page. This is the only place you ever send people is a landing page. I've got 2 different landing pages. I've got the free lead system, and I've got the make money in 1 hour guaranteed. Okay. Complete profiles. Okay. Pinterest. Same thing. We're using the same photograph. Everything. We're branding ourselves. That kind of deal. I probably could put some more information up here. I think it's limited though. I think you can only put so much up here. I think that might be the max. But anyhow, same thing. I've got what? What's this right here? It's a link to where? Landing page, guys. You always send everyone to land. This is why I get so many signups, guys. My links are everywhere. They are everywhere. People are opted in everywhere they find me. Now, my Pinterest is not optimized. And what I mean by that is, and we're going to get into this in other videos, I only got 226 followers and 286 following. I need to get these numbers up into the thousands. And the only reason I use Pinterest is to backlink my videos for SEO purposes, because this has got a high page rank with Google, that kind of deal. But I need to be optimizing this platform and building it up and getting more and more people, increasing my distribution. We're going to save that for other videos. But right now we're just talking about basic setup. You know, the basic setup of all these profiles. Like in this particular Gmail account, I've got 592 followers. You want to get this up as high as possible. And I'll show you guys how to increase these numbers. We're going to talk about this in other trainings. You know, in like my Facebook accounts, this one, I've got, how many people I've got in this one? I've got 3,457 friends. You want to get this up to 5,000 people, guys, okay? We're going to talk about this in future videos. We're going to work on, I'm going to show you guys how to increase this. And we want to max out these accounts, okay? To fully optimize these accounts to increase our distribution. Okay. Now, LinkedIn, another one. Same thing. Same photograph. Fill out your profile completely. You can see I've got 500 plus connections here. And you can see I got some information here. I got a summary. I probably should put more information here. It's very basic, but I try to keep it real clean and just real simple. I didn't want to put a lot of clutter in here. And of course, I put my websites in here. Even though these are not clickable, they're still there. I'll show you where they're clickable ones here in just a second. I've got my work experience. People have recommended me for skills, that kind of deal. You know, education, interest. And if you scroll up the top right over here, you see right here, contact information. This is where people can contact me, okay? Now, I've got my email address and phone number. You guys can put whatever you want in there, but very important. And then once again, websites. I've got a blog, I've got a company website, and I got a personal website. Let me click on blog. That's going to go to my blog, one of my websites, okay? Company website, it's going to go where? Landing page, guys. Always a landing page, okay? And then personal website, where did I send these people? I can't remember. Personal website, where did I send that one? Okay, yeah, another landing page. There it is. So once again, guys, you got to get people on your list. Get people on your list. People team up. People join up. People sign up. This is how I'm doing it, guys. All this social media stuff collects up a lot of traffic for me. Twitter. Even if you don't understand Twitter, you got to have it. Let's talk about this just a little bit. Same thing. I got a photograph. Actually, let me click on the home. I think it's the home page. Is that what I got to click on? Wait a minute. Tweets. Let's click on tweets. Okay. Yeah, this is what I want to show you. You notice how my header matches my Facebook? So people are going to recognize me on Twitter, Facebook. They're going to recognize me from place to place to place. You want people to recognize you. So keep all your stuff kind of uniform, guys. It's the attention to detail that's going to separate you from everybody else online. Most people are getting this stuff wrong. You're going to have this stuff right. You're going to brand yourself and stand out from the crowd. But once again, a photograph, I've got the same header as my Facebook, that kind of deal. So people recognize me from place to place. Now we'll get into this in future trainings. But as far as one thing I do want to point out here while we're over here real quick, let's look at followers. Let's click on my followers real quick. Every single person that follows you, you follow them back. Okay, it's common courtesy. Okay, like right now, I got a couple new people that are following me, like Gary. I'm going to follow Gary back. Okay. Follow back. And we're going to follow back Chastity. Okay. So we're going to follow every single person that follows you. You follow them back. It's common courtesy. Okay. You always do that. We want to get these numbers up as high as possible too. I've got multiple Twitter accounts. This one is I guess you call it my primary. And I'm going to start building this one up a lot higher than it is. It's pretty low right now. 460 people following me. I need to get this into the thousands, okay? But once again, we're just doing basic profile. Now, let's look at my content. You can only put so many characters in here. So I just did a brief description, okay? I've got phone number, once again, contact information, where I'm at, where's this go? Onlinestrong.info. We know where it goes, guys. It goes to a landing page. Everything goes to a landing page. Everything. Every single thing. Every link you throw out there, this is where you send everybody. 100% of your traffic, you send to a landing page. Critical. Okay. What else do I want to look at? Let's go back to the home page. I think we're pretty much done with that. What else can we look at in here? I think we're going to save the rest of this for future training, but I just want to look at, we're just doing basic setup here. Is there anything else I need to point out? I'm just looking real quick. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Just basic setup. Go ahead and set up your profile. Same photograph. Match your headers, that kind of thing, and fill out your information. And obviously, your link is going to be to your landing page. Okay, we're going to go over to YouTube. This is one of my YouTube channels. Like I said, I got 35 YouTube channels. This particular channel, you can see 86,000 views, which is not a lot. 385 subscribers. So this is another list that are following this particular channel. Once again, the uniformity, very similar background, header image. People recognize me. I'm branding myself. You can put a clickable link right here. Click here to visit my blog. Once again, I'm sending people to my website in this particular case. And let's look at some other stuff that we can do to this. Fill out, you can put a video in here if you want to have like a home video. This is the video that people see when they come to your page and they visit, that kind of deal. What else can I show you guys? I don't want to get too deep into this, guys, as far as like how to monetize the channel. Let's go to the About page. Yeah, very similar. Here's where you can edit your information, that kind of deal. And here's where you can change and put, a clickable link in the top of your header right here. You can make this say whatever you want it to say. You know what I'm saying? You just edit this thing. Let me click the edit button so I can show you what I'm talking about. you know, you can have it say whatever, like click here, visit my blog, or you can have just a website showing, you know what I'm saying? So you can customize this. Pretty cool, guys. And this is how you get just a ton of traffic, guys. This is how you get a ton of people opting in, because people are going to find you on the internet and they're going to be visiting your sites, and you got to have places for people to, you know, we call these call to actions, so you can collect up that email address and get these people on your list so you guys can be business partners at some time in the future, if not immediately. Okay, that's enough for right now, guys. You got plenty to do here. Set up your big five. Take your time with this. This is not a race. Attention to detail. Fill out your profiles completely. Make sure your photograph, this is critical right here, guys. Your background image, that's critical. And your about pages, complete information, okay? This is on Facebook, Google+, complete profile filled out. Your Pinterest, same thing. Your LinkedIn, your Twitter, and your YouTube, okay? Let's get these all filled out completely and get these things set up, and I'll see you guys in the next training. All right, thanks, guys. God bless everybody.